Well, just for us, I thought we did a good job of being prepared. I thought we did a good job of sharing the basketball in the first half. I think we had 21 field goals, we had 21 assists. It never happens. But I thought our assist returns were great. And it was nice to get as many guys the opportunity to play as we did. It's a good win for us in the way that it unfolded, and we got, again, everybody did about as good as they could do, I thought. But we had our assignments pretty well taken care of, and proud of these guys, and I'm glad they can go home and spend a couple days at home and get with their families and come back on the 26th, be ready to go for the next opportunity that presents itself, Howard University on the 30th, and then we'll start our league. So I'm pleased with that, pleased with how they played and the ball movement, and again, taking care of their teammates.
Questions for Ryan or Khalil?
Good players, how does it feel now you get a little bit of a break? You know there's probably exams going on, but to get away and now to get an opportunity to spend some time with the family and others.
I feel like the test and stuff, the exams, those were over kind of last week. So this week, we've been able to focus mainly on basketball and getting right. It'll be great for us to be able to go home, for some of us to go home and be around our loved ones. Go ahead.
Yes, kind of building off what Khalil said. It's good to get some family time in and just prepare ourselves for this next conference schedule. Like we have Howard, the last game of our non-conference schedule, so that'll be a good test for us going into the conference schedule.
As players playing with Coach Fran Dunphy, what was your guys' mindset going into the game knowing you're playing a Division III Rosemont team?
Dominate. It don't matter who we play. That was a point of emphasis all week that I tried to make to the team. Like, no matter who we play, we gotta dominate, because we might come out, slow against them, and then the next team is watching film and can do that. Or, sometimes we don't play as hard as we need to. People get hurt, other things happen. So I feel like this was great for our team camaraderie. Also, just to show everybody that we're dominant and we're not nothing we can play with this year.
Khalil, I know you guys probably run some plays for Shet to get alley-oops, but when they come organically, like, what's some of the body language when you know to throw it up? Like, is it just eye contact? Is it raising eyebrows? Is it sometimes a point? Like, what does that look like?
Can't tell you all the tips and tricks, but most of the time it's eye contact, or I'll bump it, or he'll bump into me before the play and be like, yo, I think I got this, and then I'll look at it, and if it's there, I have. That's the thing about, like I said earlier in another interview, it's the longest time I've been playing with a group of guys in my life. So we built a trust in one another to where, I may not have to always look. I just know he's going to be there, or, just the whole, that's what really goes into it. Just chemistry and stuff like that.
You probably play with it. Good.
Yeah, they practice the whole time practice, so it's kind of, I can see it on the bench, it's eye contact thing, so
Yeah.
just being on the court during practice and seeing it happen, it's just trust, and they're great chemistry together.
Do you have to guard that much in practice? Like,
Yeah, it's hard to guard.
back or he's like flying in the air. What's that like?
Once you lose track of him, and when you're left side, you see him go back through, it's over, basically.
Your inside-outside game worked very well today on Rosemont. I see that you had 3 ball work, and then you worked it inside for dunks and a lot of block shots and give you guys transition. What was the mindset of the big men today?
Mindset of the
smaller Rosemont team.
Just to dominate, work on keeping the ball high is probably the most important thing. Like in these previous games, we've, like me and Rokas, we don't have to bring the ball down low, and it's easy for the little guys to tip it like it happened to me today under the basket. So it was just kind of emphasis to work on that and be ready for like the little guys coming in there and looking for steals.
Khalil, you've been around basketball a long time, New York and here. Where's Dejan ranked in best dunkers, best jumpers you put around?
Athletically, he probably top of the top. I never, like playing with somebody, like I done played with a lot of great people and stuff like that, but somebody that can, in the layup lines, he went under both of his legs. Like, that's not something you see every day. Like, that's, he does it consistently, but every time it like wows you. I've never had, somebody like that, and we appreciate, everything that he does and brings to this team. He's one of, the X factors to our team. Like, sometimes we go as they shine, but if he's, into it. It's hard for us. We're a hard team to beat when he's going. But back to Ryan, I feel like, Ryan played a heck of a game. I'm glad we was able to get him in the game, get him certain shots. But like he shot 90% from the field. He barely missed any shots. He had rebounds. Like, for a person that doesn't, get the minutes that maybe, some other players get, he did a tremendous job. And I just want to, congratulate him because I know the work he puts in. I know the different things he's been through, like, going to school. So I'm real proud of this guy right here. Yeah.
Fran, you mentioned that.
No, we'll let student athletes go now if there's no more questions. All right, Khalil, Ryan, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Enjoy the holiday, guys.
Y'all too. Happy holidays.
You do a great job. Coach Dunphy, this is your 603rd victory. What was your team's mindset today?
Just doing our job. We talked about that. Just let's make sure that we are taking care of our business, trying to be as good defensively, keep them from making any penetration and drive and kick kinds of things. I thought we did basically what we set out to do, control the defensive end. I thought we did a pretty good job with that. They had 5 offensive rebounds, which is good, obviously, for us anytime that can happen. And we turned them over a certain amount of times, which was good for us too. We got out and ran. It was a game that we hoped that we could do what we did and get as many people sometime. The highest number was, Arguello had 24 minutes, and everybody else got a chance to play. So that part of it was accomplished, and again, I'm hoping that the way these guys are talking, that we're coming together each day. We're coming together, and this is an important thing just to show those guys that don't get a chance to play that much that they can do a good job when they get out.
As one of the Philly great basketball coaches, how does the win feel to you today?
Yeah, it's for coaches, relief is most of the emotions. That we had our assignment to play Rosemont today. We did our job, and now we get a chance to be with family and friends for a couple of days, although a little bit of recruiting as well for us. But just to send them home for a few days in a good frame of mind, I think is important. And so we'll have our hands full on December 30th against Howard. We need to protect home court. We had a great game against them last year. I thought it meant a lot to us to win that game at Howard last year.
And what can you say about your team as you improve to 9-3?
Yeah, I hope they're coming together. That's the big thing I think any coach wants is, I mentioned it in one of my post-game things. I think it was against Penn where just said you could just feel us coming together as a group or arriving as a group. And so I thought that happened against Penn, and obviously we played okay against Miami. We got way too far down, and we made a great comeback, but we were just too far out of the game in the early second half. So I think we're coming together, and hopefully that translates into playing really good basketball. We need to play our best game against Howard, and then of course our league will start.
Fran, you mentioned that you did achieve the objectives. Did you notice during the week that the attention to detail was there, and is that truly another sign of growth in the team?
Yeah, I hope so. Like I thought they were very attentive. I thought, we had our tough game against Miami on Saturday. I thought our practice on Monday was just okay, but I thought Tuesday and Wednesday we were tuned in, and I give a lot of that credit to the veteran guys that we have who know the deal. We have a home game here against the Division III opponent. We need to play our best basketball and get as many of those minutes played by the guys that don't get much of a chance, and I thought our guys accomplished it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.